Well, good morning to you. Guy Watson here, Bognor Regis Bonsai. Excuse me. Today is the 4th of November, the day before the celebration starts for Bonfire Night. Although it still amazes me why we celebrate somebody trying to blow up the Parliament. But we do, probably because he was caught. Anyway, you can see from here that I've managed to get the arch back up. So that's all up and running for later on, for the next gale we have. Now then, a bit of a disaster on the tree front for next Thursday competition because it's autumn colour. I was looking around here. I mean, I've mentioned a few things in videos in the past. My burning bush, very little coloured leaves on that yet, so I think that one's out. There's a beech there. It's not really suitable because it's still got a lot of growing to do. My ginkgo is dropping its leaves for a pastime. Oh, there you go, there goes another one. So that one won't make it. My backup, my Chinese fringe flower, all the fringe flowers have died off. So I can't really take that, it's just in its red leaves, which is like all the year round, so that's not really like for autumn colour. But I have found a possibility. We'll go and have a look at it. Well, I think this is about the only tree that I have that might be suitable for taking. This beech, it's getting its autumnal colours. We'll do a bit of trimming at the top here. Repot it because it's in a plastic trading pot, so we'll put it into a glazed pot. And but I think that is about the only tree I've got that I haven't taken to the closed show, because I would have liked to take my Viburnum opulus, but that went to the closed show last month. I think it would be a bit cheeky to take that this month. So I think it's got to be this beech, and it is showing some autumn colours on the leaves, so I think it has to be this one. Right, let's get the pot ready, bit of weeding, bit of trimming, and slip pot it. Right, see you in a minute. Well, I've just remembered that at one of our meetings when we had Colette Harrison come down to see us from Southampton Bonsai, I asked her to bring me a green oval pot specifically for this tree. I just remembered that, found it in the garage, and I think that's going to look quite smart in there. So that's the pot I've chosen to put it into. So let's start cleaning the tree up and the repotting. Okay then, so first things first, let's just chop these long branches off up here. We don't want it that extended. And we'll take that one back to there. And I think this one here has to be chopped back. There, that's tidier at the apex. And I think the rest of the tree can basically stay as it is. Right, yes, it can. Okay then. Right, we don't think we need the baskets in then anymore. They can come out. To clean all those pine needles off this when it's out. Is it tied in? No. Right. Take that out as well. I did have it marked down for repotting next year, which I probably will have given a full repot. This is just a slip pot today. Get it ready for the show. Right, here we go. There she comes. Oh, I'm pleased with that. Let's just tidy up the soil. And we'll see what it looks like in the new pot. Wherever I've put it. I think I've left it in here. yes, here we are. I put some drywall plastering scrim in there because I thought that was good enough. Right, okay, so let's see how it's going to look. Now then, let's have a look from round here. Yes, I think so. Slightly to the front. It is basically centralised. We'll put a bit, just a thin layer in the bottom first. And that, I think, will be fine. A bit of liverwort, we'll have that out. Maybe a bit more to the front. There we go. Right, let's top it up around the sides. Probably half a monkey nut. Now at this club meeting on Thursday, when we have this autumn colour competition, tree of the month competition, it's also, we can take some trees in for some work on for the winter, over winter. I'm going to find a couple later on and take them along with me. So it's quite nice working on trees in the club because there is an awful lot of experience in that club. A lot to learn. Right, that I believe is my beech, slip potted and ready. I just had a horrible thought that I hadn't pressed record. And ready for the Tree of the Month competition on Thursday. Let's just give you a quick three. I'll just lower it down so that the pot can be seen as well. There we go. Right. Aeroplane going over, heading up to Gatwick Airport, just south of London. Right, so we'll start there at the front. To the side, or leaning that way, which is perfect. There's the back, the side, and back round to the front. I think that's perfectly acceptable for autumn colour because you've got shades of yellow, brown, green, and everything in between. So yes, I do like that tree. Right. So next time you see this, this will be after the Tree of the Month competition on Thursday evening, which is what, today's Friday. The Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, well it's 6 days isn't it, Friday to Thursday. But I will be posting this in a week's time, next Friday, once we've taken some pictures of other trees that are in the competition. Right, I'll see you after the show. Well hi, it's now Thursday morning, the morning of the show, of the competition. I've mossed up some of this some of this soil. I found a pot up in the greenhouse. It's actually like Nigel's, it's covered in polypropylene, so we'll call that a poly house as well. Up in the poly house, and I found a seed tray, no seeds, but full of a layer of moss. So I've put the moss on here, and I found I've got some akadama left, so I thought I'd put some of this around here and try and make it look nice. I don't put this in my mix now because of the price of it. I think I can run to that. And it does make a nice contrast with the moss and the akadama. And a bonus, it also covers up any perlite that's poking out. Right, well there we are. Well, I'll finish that off camera and then show you once it's done. Okay, I've finished off putting around the akadama. I don't think it looks too bad there. I know it's only a Tree of the Month competition, but it is quite a nice thing to do to make your tree look as attractive as you can. Right, so there's that. Let me pull out, give you one final look at the tree. Then I've got an accent plant I want to try and sort out. Okay, here we are. There's the front, round to the side, leaning towards the viewer with welcoming arms, round to the back, there's the other side, and then back to the front. I think it shows off a bit of autumnal colour quite well. So that's the tree ready for taking. Right, let's have a look at the accent. And as I'm trying to show off the tree to its best, let's assume it's sort of like going in for a proper show. These are a couple of pots, little pots I bought for 50p each in a charity shop some time ago. And I've drilled holes out in the bottom, a drainage hole, and I've put a sheet of the drywall tape on that. And I thought that would do for my accent plant. How does that look? Oh, yes, that'll do for an accent plant, I think, so let's get that potted up. Actually, just before I pot it up, I thought I'd show you this. Oh, there's the door. I'd show you this little tool roll, which is another thing that's got to go tonight, just in case of any problems that occur at the competition. So just take this along. Got all my tools in that I might need. There's no repotting to do in the show, but I'm going to take that along. Pick this up at our show, at our club meeting once. They were selling these, but everything all lined up when needed. Definitely something to take. Easy to slip into the car and just carry into the meeting. Worst thing is tying a bow, which of course I'd struggle with. Right, so there we go. Ready for taking to the competition as well. Right, here we are then. Let's try and get this out of the pot. Try and disturb the roots as little as possible. Oh, that wasn't potted up very well. Look at that gap in there. Must do better. Obviously that was one repotting job into that flower pot, and I didn't have my chopstick with me to get rid of air pockets. As to what this little accent plant is, to be honest with you, I am not sure. Apart from it being a cascading one. How's that going to fit? That'll fit in there nicely. Right, let's get some soil. Looking at, I think we've got to mound that up in the middle, don't you? Right, there we go. Right, yes, I think that'll do. Right. How does that look? See if I can find a small piece of wooden stand for it to sit on. But that would do for the accent. Right, here we go. And I have to admit, I thought I had a stand that I could use for that accent plants, but I don't, so let's try and make one. That's not good, is it? Right. I think that'll do. Would that take my plant? Nowhere near. I should have thought of that before I did it. Right, plan B. So, thinking again about these stands, forget the wood underneath. I could either put it on this sort of trivet type thing, or something I've just thought of that I actually prefer. Let's see what you think of this. That could be facing like that, with that there, and I think that would make a sort of nice little accent arrangement. I think that's what I'm going to be going for. Yes, definitely, I think so. Right, so there's my accent. All it needs to do is sort out what we're taking for the little workshop we got there, take a few trees, and then we'll be off this evening.